And I am giving you a little BTS of what it's like to make a YouTube video. This could also be the system you use to film your on-demand library for your students or upload a video for any reason. I will say I add music in post, I add voiceover in post, and I do front cards and end cards, which is a YouTube thing. So it's a little more production value, but for me it's worth it, and I just thought I'd show you. So first off, know that I use Google Drive all the time. This is actually a folder on my Google Drive called a raw folder. It is all raw footage, and that's how I differentiate. I think my other folder is literally called a finished folder. So I know if I'm putting in raw unedited video, it goes into a raw folder. When it's done, I also download a copy and put that into a finished folder. So I always have, if I need to go back and edit something, I have the raw version. If I want the finished version for something else, I go to the finished version. So I upload this from either my phone, or sometimes I use a fancier camera, and I get it to upload on the Wi-Fi to my Google Drive. Then I just download it to my download it anyway. I know there's no viruses. I download this to my computer, and I've already done this actually with, this is all my music on the left corner here, and both of these are my voiceovers. Up here is our signature music, our intro music, and also our end card. The end card and the intro music are always the same, so I just keep these both on my top upper corner of the left side of my laptop, and they're always there. When the video downloads, I take it out. I can put it there for now. I can really put it anywhere. I try to only do one video at a time. Not only will my computer crash, but it just keeps my brain organized. All this music, both of these voiceovers, this intro music and end card, all go to this video. So I'm not opening anything else. And then I wanted to show you Epidemic Sound, which I am madly, truly, deeply in love with. If you are not using license-free music like a service like Epidemic Sound, your videos will get pulled on YouTube for licensing issues. And sometimes they'll actually pull them down, meaning you can't even have them up. Most often they'll usually say it's a copyright claim and you cannot use it. You can use it, but you can't monetize it. So if you ever wanted to make money off of YouTube, you wouldn't be able to use it on that video. That's unfortunate. If say you get a million videos on, a million views rather on that video, you can never monetize that. So all that money goes nowhere. It's just for freebies, which is fine. I make most of my videos for free. But if you did want to ever monetize it, you can't, and you cannot change the music after it's been uploaded. So to avoid that, I use this service called Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound has been amazing to me. I think I'll even show you here. I'm on the smallest plan, which is like $15 a month. Maybe it will not show my personal information here. I have 2 playlists in here. I keep it simple. You'll notice with all my systems, I try to streamline. I have yoga upbeat for like power vinyasa, active classes, and then I have yoga slow. Today I'm doing a yin video, so I pulled from this yoga slow playlist. And hopefully this doesn't put, yeah, I pay $15 a month. And if you want, what's great about this service is I've only been a member since March 11th, and it's $15. You can edit your subscription here. You post both your Instagram and your YouTube or whatever different services you're using. You can use it for podcasts, for Facebook, for Twitch. And it actually makes sure that you are allowed to use this music. It doesn't get pulled. So $15 a month, I get all this music for free. I think that is phenomenal. So I went ahead and dropped, today's video is somewhere between like 17, 20 minutes. It was 23 minutes raw, but I know that you lose like 4 to 5 minutes setting up, walking out to camera, making a mistake, etc. So I have 8 songs. Of these 8 songs, I'll probably use 6 to 7, hopefully. I know this is my Shavasana song. The last one, I know the first one is a wake up, warm up song. And everything in between can be pretty interchanged. And then I do everything in VoiceOver, which I do on Audacity. I have it closed now. I do it on Audacity, which is a free program. You can record VoiceOver or make music on even. And because this is a 20-minute video, it's a little easier for me, and I think for everyone, I'd recommend this. If you break it down into chunks, working with one fully 24-minute voiceover track is just a little messier, and this keeps it a little cleaner, where at least it's 10 and 10. So I made 2 different tracks. I have my intro music here, and I have my end card. My end card is always the same, but my intro card is always different. I have a template like this. I use a service called PicMonkey. If you don't know PicMonkey, it's just like Canva. I feel like Canva is the more famous one, but I've been using PicMonkey for several years. I've always loved it. I've never had a problem. So I never switched over to Canva. And then this is where we make a lot of our collateral. So this is like 2 weeks ago. This is a logo. This is a brand partnership I've been working on, some different photos. So I just go back to one of these, my most recent YouTube video cover, and I click here, and I can either edit the image itself or edit a copy. So today I'm going to edit a copy. When the video downloads, I will take a screenshot at some moment, like this was last week's, and this is a screenshot as soon as it loads. Come on, PicMonkey, there she is. As soon as it loads, it will give me the option to replace this. So I take a screenshot from the video. I'll just use something now. I say replace image. Let's see what I have here. I'm a little afraid. Oh, I'll use my YouTube end card. That's a pretty safe BYS YouTube end card. And I give things pretty logical names like BYS YouTube end card. I can forget what it's called. Look up YouTube, look up BYS, although I have a million documents called BYS. I could look up end card. Let's say we use that for now. And then if this were on PicMonkey, you can make the image smaller. Well, I'll do that for now, just for looks. You can make it bigger, you can make it fit perfectly, whatever you need. So I'm going to put it there for now, and then I just go ahead and change this. This is in my brand font. That's what's nice about using something like PicMonkey or Canva. It's already set up. I'm just copying and pasting. So my font is Montserrat, bold. I use a drop shadow and in white, and then it's ended up being about 132. I can make this bigger or smaller. Sometimes it's like, if it has a short title, I'll go there. If it has a long title, I think actually 132 was because Salutation was a long title. And you could do it there, or you can type in the number there, whatever you want. So today is a yin yoga flow. So I just click on here. I change it. Yin yoga flow 15. I'll fix that later when I find out how long the actual video is. I will change that number. It is never what you think it is. If you think it's 25, it ends up being 8. If you think it's going to be 8, it ends up being 40. And then I download here. I'll fix this later, put in a different thing. I download here and I drag it over there. And then let's see if how iMovie is doing. I use iMovie if it's simple, and I feel iMovie is, you don't get as many bells and whistles, but it's really easy and I know how to use it. And then I will also use Adobe Premiere Pro, which is higher quality, better stuff. You have more options to do bells and whistles, but it takes more time to use. So it depends on what mood I'm in, to be honest. And then I import it all into here. I'm literally going to go there. I'm going to go through one by one. And then actually a clever thing I do is that this is last week's video. I'm glad this popped up. Let's make it a little smaller. Where are we? What I like about this is you can very easily replace it. So this is the music. Actually, this is the voiceover. The top bar is the voiceover. The bottom bar is the music. This is my end card, which is always 2 seconds at the end. There's usually a title card that I split in at the beginning. And then I just will lay the rest of the video in here. I will delete all the voiceover music because that's not going to repeat, but the back card's going to be the same. The length of all this is going to be the same. And then even adding in this intro music, will that drop? Drop on in. She's getting a little tired, especially because I'm recording this video. So it will drop all in there. So I do all my editing. I make in iMovie and also in Adobe. You can just make things a little longer, a little shorter. And then I export it here This one already exported. Let's pretend I'm going to export. I'm on a MacBook and I'm uploading this to Google, so I export it as a file. One important thing, if you use Apple products will naturally export things as a .mov file. MOV is not what YouTube likes, and I understand because Google and Apple, they're kind of competitors. They are rivals, so they don't want special Apple-only videos. So you want to make sure it's an MP4. MP4 is what you're looking for. If you're not using an Apple, it's only an Apple situation. So if you're using a Dell and HP, anything else, it will probably go to MP4, but make sure that you're always exporting an MP4. And then I get it, once it's all done, let's say it's a finished video here, I will go to youtube.com. I'm very behind today. This was supposed to come out 5 hours ago, but hey, we're getting it in on Wednesday. I go to youtube.com. I will click this button here, which will turn into a plus sign. Yes, I do watch Real Housewives. Do not judge. I press create, upload video. And that is where you can drag the video or click upload. Oh, YouTube Studio has a new look. Great. Oh, I don't want to watch that. Thank you so much. Guys, I'm recording a video. Could you work with me here? You just drag it there. I'm not going to do this. This is the raw version. It's not the finished version. And then here's where you put in all your details. A thing you may know is that your tags are your life. There are two most important things when you make a YouTube video. This is YouTube specific because it has to do with the algorithm, and YouTube's owned by Google and how people search for you. SEO, which is search engine optimization. So the most important thing is actually your thumbnail, which is why I make thumbnails. The intro card, like I just showed you. It has to draw the viewer in. It has to be easily understandable, etc. So I just drag it in. We'll use this end card for now just to show you how it's done, but that's not the thumbnail you want. You want your thumbnail to be an intro card. And then the second most important thing are the tags. So when you go in and do your tags, again, this is YouTube specific. In normal hashtags or search words, you might think yoga. You might think yin yoga practice. And those don't hurt. You get 500 characters, so go ahead and use those. But what's truly happening in YouTube, think of how you use YouTube or how you use Google. You actually ask questions. So a better keyword would be, how do I do yin yoga? Because that's what someone's actually searching in the search bar. What is yin yoga? 15-minute yin yoga. Right? So it's going to be a full question or these kind of keywords where I don't think a lot of people are searching yin yoga practice, but a person might look up 15-minute yin yoga because they know they want yin. They want it to be about 15 minutes, so that will show up. So you fill in all your tags here. I'm going to write this. Keywords are very important for SEO search in Google. So Google is the #1 search engine in the world. YouTube is the second one. So that's why you want to use your keywords well. I'm going to delete all of this because it's not going to really happen. Once you do all this, you click next, you upload it, and then you send it off to the universe. So friends, I thought I would show you all of this. These are all of the elements in every YouTube video. I'm using intro music, an end card, and a title card, which would be here. The raw video itself, I use 2 voiceovers, and then here I'm using about 7 or 8 songs that I get from Epidemic Sound, which I love. If you check the description below, I'll give you a link to all of these products, but Epidemic Sound is by far the biggest life investment I've had in 2021. So that is how we do our YouTubes, friends. If you have any questions about how to make your own yoga YouTube videos, how yoga teacher training works, how I work the back end of any of this, please let me know. Comment below and make sure you are liked, subscribed, and bell clicked. The bell click will notify you anytime I upload a video like this, so you never miss a vid. And until I see you next time, friends, please remember to inhale positive, and while you're editing those YouTube videos, exhale negative.